MMA is filled with crazy knockouts, but some of the most effective techniques don't look like your typical punches or kicks. Some are so unorthodox that you won't believe they actually work, until they do. Today, we're breaking down 10 of the weirdest strikes in MMA, and why they're secretly genius. And trust me, these aren't just random flashy moves. These techniques have ended fights, and even won titles. I've done some research on fighters who have absolutely mastered these moves, like Khalil Rountree and his grounded body kick, Alex Pereira and his deadly left hook, Edson Barboza's spinning heel kick, and even John Jones's infamous oblique kick. Some of these moves are controversial, some are straight up bullying, and some are just so satisfying to watch. Right, let's get into it. Let's start with the most disrespectful and yet completely legal moves in MMA. Khalil Rountree's grounded body kick. This one is straight out of a street fight. You knock your opponent down, and instead of following them to the ground, you just punt them like a football. Now, why does this work? First off, the opponent is already hurt, and they can't block properly. But the real secret? This strike lets you generate way more power than a regular body kick. Think about it. You can step in the kick with your full weight, instead of throwing it mid-combo. It's like being just swung at by a baseball bat. It's brutal, it's legal, and it sends a message. Stay down. Strike 2. Alex Pereira's deadly left hook. This thing is so sneaky, it should come with a warning label. Fighters see it coming, and yet somehow they still wake up staring at the ceiling. Here's the weird part. He doesn't even load up on it. Pereira's left hook looks lazy, like he's barely trying, but that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. His opponents don't expect the power because it just comes out effortlessly. It's all about timing and precision. Pereira keeps his lead hand low, making it look like he's just chilling there, and then out of nowhere, boom! Lights out. It's like the ultimate silent but deadly strike. Strike number 3, the calf kick. Alex Pereira and others. You ever see a fighter go from elite striker to can barely walk in just under a minute? That's thanks to the calf kick. Fighters like Alex Pereira, Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier have turned this into a fight-ending weapon. Why is it so effective? Unlike traditional leg kicks that target the thigh, calf kicks attack the peroneal nerve. That's the nerve that controls your foot. If it gets shut down, good luck moving properly. It's basically unplugging a controller mid-game. You're still in the fight, but you're not really in the fight. You can't walk, you can't move, sometimes your foot will buckle underneath you. It's a real pain in the ass. Strike number 4, the spinning heel kick, Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza's spinning heel kick is one of the most vicious knockouts in UFC history. I mean, he hit Terry Adams so clean, the dude was stiff before he even hit the ground. The trick to this move is speed and timing. Barboza doesn't just spin, he explodes into it, generating insane torque and force. By the time his opponent realizes what's happening, it's already over and his foot is already in his face. This move is high risk, high reward. If you miss, you look like an idiot. But if you land, congratulations, you're going viral. No two words about it. Strike number 5, the oblique kick. The oblique kick is one of the most controversial strikes in MMA because it basically snaps knees. Fighters like John Jones and Khalil Rountree love this move because it just completely shuts down forward movement. Why does it work? Because knees aren't designed to bend backwards, guys. If you stomp the joint in the wrong direction, it's game over. Some people think it should be banned, but if it's legal, you bet fighters are going to keep using it. Strike 6, McGregor's front kick variation. Most fighters use a front kick to push opponents away. McGregor, he uses it to stab people in the ribs like it's London. His version is different because it's snappier, almost like a karate kick. Instead of pushing it, he pierces it through the target. If it lands clean, it steals the opponent's gas tank and forces them to start shutting down. Strike 7, not really a strike, but Daniel Cormier's slams and throws. DC doesn't just take people down. He picks them up, walks them to the other side of the cage, and then dunks them like LeBron. Why does this work? Because slams don't just hurt, they scramble the brain. Fighters lose balance, positioning, and energy all at once while scrambling to get up. And guess what? You have a big barrel-chested heavyweight DC bearing down on top of you as soon as you hit the ground. Strike number 8, the back elbow by Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez's no-look back elbow is one of the craziest knockouts in UFC history. The weird part? It's not even a traditional spinning strike. He throws it from a standing position without even turning his head, just whipping his shoulders around. This works because opponents never see it coming. They expect some sort of a setup, like a step back or a clinch, but instead, they just get stabbed with a sharp elbow to the jaw. Strike number 9, the axe kick. The axe kick is rarely seen in MMA, but when it lands, it's devastating. Fighters lift their leg high and bring it straight down onto their opponent's skulls or collarbones. The reason for which this works is that it breaks the traditional striking rhythm. Opponents are used to defending punches, side kicks, leg kicks, body kicks, but not something bearing down on them completely from above. Strike number 10, the question mark kick. The question mark kick is a deceptive high kick that looks like a low kick until the last second. It's been used by fighters like Israel Adesanya, Luke Rockhold, and even George St. Pierre. The reason these guys had so much prowess with it is because it wasn't popularized yet. Nowadays, a lot of people utilize the question mark kick. But back then, when only a certain few people threw it in the UFC, this thing was a weapon. Now, why was it so effective? Because it tricks the opponent's defense. They drop their hands expecting a leg kick after being set up by a few of them, only to circle around and get smacked in the jaw instead. There you have it. Weird strikes in MMA that actually work. Now, which one is your favourite? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more fight breakdowns like this, make sure to subscribe to Fight Central and check out our website. See you guys in the next one.